We are due for a new smartphone gimbal, which is why I'm going to show you the new Hohem iSteady M6. This thing is a beast and the best gimbal Hohem has ever produced. And it's not just a gimbal, it has some cool AI features that I can't wait to show you. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the M6 is primarily designed for smartphones. And like previous gimbals that Hohem has made, I was never really impressed by the payload capacity because with the case and my iPhone 14 Pro Max, it was very difficult for any previous gimbal that they've made to carry that payload. But this thing handles it really easily. It even has a balancing arm side to side, so you can actually attach different lenses to your smartphone and counteract that extra weight. When you look at this gimbal, yes, it looks like an ordinary gimbal, but you're missing one really important piece. This. Focus. What is that? This, my friends, is an AI module that also has a little light that is custom color temperature. So what this thing does is it snaps onto the top right here, and it immediately allows you to turn it on and use it as a light. But if you notice, to the right of the light, there's a little camera, and that little camera is meant so you can actually AI face track without having to depend on the app as much. This is its own little processor and it does all of it on its own. So you're going to get a much more accurate track. The fill light itself can be controlled with the dial on the side of the gimbal along with the buttons. You can set your custom color temperature. You can also set dim. So all the controls are right there. And this dial doesn't have to control the focus or the zoom. It can just be primarily for that light. It can all be customizable within the Hohem Joy app. And that's a really easy app to use. You just have to connect it via Bluetooth to your gimbal and boom, you're ready to shoot. Now, I haven't been able to use wide angle mode on this app. So for any wide angle shots, I do recommend just using the plain camera view in your phone. We have a great digital display giving you different types of data such as your shooting mode, battery life, whether or not you're connected to Bluetooth, the color temperature, and the settings of the light that's attached to this gimbal. The overall layout of this gimbal is simple but pleasant to look at. It even has a nice solid rubber grip, and it's a lightweight gimbal, so I never get tired of using it. And by the way, this gimbal performs exceptionally well. And compared to the previous Hohem gimbals, this one outperforms every single one of them. So now that we are in lock mode, I should be getting very stable shots, even though the gimbal is off center because of the 360 cam. And notice the ground, the terrain that I'm walking on. It is grass, it's muddy, it's uneven, but I'm still getting smooth shots. Now on a smartphone, if your phone has this feature, I usually like to shoot in wide angle because that's how you're gonna get the coolest looking shots, the landscapes and all that stuff, and you're gonna avoid a lot of the gimbal jitter. And right now we're in POV mode, which allows us to get those really neat artistic looks. You can really do a lot here. Absolutely love this look. Highly recommend that you use it. And I just love the overall ergonomics and the smoothness of this gimbal. I think it really reacts well to the movements of my hands and my body overall. And for those who are wondering, yes, it does come with a little carry-on case, which should fit into most backpacks. But you can easily put this gimbal on its own in a backpack and you should be fine. So if you're primarily filming on your phone, this is definitely a great tool for you to use. And by the way, I'm doing a 5% off discount. Check out the link down below in the description box to get that discount, and I'll see you guys in another one. Peace.